Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another scene set in Vampire Requiem, a Requiem for London. And tonight we hone in on Talia Blanco once again. Proud member of the Invictus, let it be known. Tonight, after a round of feeding in the mid-afternoon, it's time for band practice. Such a little thing in your life, really, compared to all of the other rather fantastical events that have surrounded it within the past few weeks. With simple band practice, your first band practice with Pisher's band, your new friend in the punk rock scene. She's invited you to basically to a minor sort of small basically a small sort of not really a club. It's really a set of rooms. It's the sort of place where you'd it's more like a small community center with a function room. And they've rented out the function room for the evening. And that is where you'll be practicing. It is located within within the east side of Wandsworth,
which is Invictus domain,
it's
right?
it's the east side is Invictus domain. The west side is not. But yeah.
But one would
it's fairly close
essentially.
to. Oh, sorry.
Oh, just doing stuff like this would be totally allowed. Like, it's feeding that's a problem for entering someone else's squat.
Yeah, a lot of Wandsworth has been left unclaimed, although a few neighborhoods have been claimed by certain Invictus of age. A growing amount of the city is beginning to become claimed by more powerful kindred in the Invictus. Over the years, London has slowly become more and more divided among territorial lines. The respective covenants control these territories, the houses control these divisions of these territories, and then kindred who wish to claim domain within these territories have to perform some sort of service in order to claim said territory. There are still significant portions of these territories left unclaimed. But it is becoming increasingly it is slowly becoming less and less open to kindred. You reckon within another 20, 30 years, probably all of London will be claimed by some faction or another. and everybody will be paying the blood rent or the black rent or whatever the overlord of the various territories wants them to do. As of now, there is still territory to be claimed, though. And much of Wandsworth is open. So,
Natalya scoffs at this as this parades through her mind. Guess some things never change.
much of Westminster has actually been claimed by an independent under the permission of the Invictus. She probably, it's the keeper, she probably paid a fairly high price for the privilege. But most of the inner city boroughs, particularly those surrounding, particularly Westminster, Kensington, Tower Hamlets, Elington, and even substantial parts of Newham, have been claimed by large portions of the city's of the Invictus's elite. Although the city's elite and the Invictus elite are very much one and the same. So, you make your way to the band's club room, their function room. They're pretty small time. They don't really have their own studio room or anything. They have to rent. You enter the clubhouse. It's fairly it's not that much particularly significant about it. It's there's a few tables. There's some windows displaying, well, that kind of give you a view of the car park. It's nothing. It's a pretty wretched view. A few tables. A couple of pool tables. That's about it. There's a corridor. Just to the right of the main club room, which goes up a floor, and that takes one up to the function room, which is a largely plain room. Bunch of stacked chairs off on the side of each wall, and a few tables that have been dragged to the side again, dragged over to the walls to make room for all the band's equipment, and to give them space to play. And as you enter, you stand before the only person in the room currently, who is Pisha.
Hey, good to see you again. She comes over, gives her a hug.
Hey, what's up? Glad you could make it. You're actually the second person here. CD and T aren't here yet, so probably be a little bit.
Yeah, I'm used to it. That's fine. You know, brains. I think it affects all our brains. I think, times becomes less important. I'm okay with it.
Yeah. Gets dark pretty early now.
Yeah,
I'm always here early to set up all the equipment and stuff, make space for people. You know, do all the groundwork that everybody else fucking ignores. But it's fine. You can actually see that the only band equipment that's been set up right now are a few transformers and the drum kit.
Hey, if you want a hand, you can always ask. You don't have to ask nicely, of course, but you know.
I'd appreciate it. I'm all set up for tonight, but I mean, if we turn down a volunteer. Yeah, how you been doing?
Oh, Uh, um, well, yeah, bullshit mostly. I mean, honestly, coming here and relaxing. Just I don't even mind if we don't practice. Just going somewhere when I can just share about bullshit. It's going to be good, I think. So yeah,
Yeah, what kind
it's
of
been one of
bullshit?
those weeks, uh, years, honestly. But never mind.
What kind of bullshit?
Yeah, office politics mostly. It's fucking well, not really, but not in that sense. It's drama, but it's really not important.
Hmm. Like how so? Like people fighting over a promotion or like getting like bickering with each other or something? Like what's going on?
Okay,
Tell me about it.
I do some freelancing, I suppose you could call it. That means I
Freelancing
have to
with
do
who?
some. Well, it's for a news thing, corporate assholes, but pays the bills. So it's just let's just say that there are some people who want some insight on someone in the company who's doing a thing that someone others. Well, it's against company policy, really strictly against corporate policy, probably illegal also, and I want some goods on it, and so they sent me to investigate, and bullshit. I mean, when you come and people get a whiff if you're trying to sniff up, tend not to be too friendly.
Right. I wouldn't really know much about that to be honest.
Consider yourself lucky.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wish I could. But whatever. I mean, you got tonight off.
You bet I do.
Yeah, actually, oh shit, I forgot. Should just start setting up some music sheets for people. Try and write our own music, but I've been having some I guess what's the musician's version of writer's block?
Uh, that's a good question. I think it's writer's block still, but
Yeah?
different. Yeah, I think it is. I
Oh, I'm
mean,
having
I
writer
have
block.
like I've I've written some things down. I don't know. It's probably nothing.
Cool. I'm always down to do a few sheet writing sessions if people are interested.
I mean,
Most of the crew aren't, but
hey,
I like it.
hey, do you think I need more time? Well, an excuse to hang around you more?
That's a good point. Real question is just how much work we'd actually get done.
I think. I mean, uh, you'll be surprised.
Well, if you want to set up like a time and place, we can go over things.
Sure. She
Yeah.
picks up her phone, looks through things. We won't get off until. Fuck. And they will set a date. It's not terribly important. But I mean, I do have some things. I mean, if you want to have a look at them.
Sure, sure. I mean, it's not there's anybody else around.
Hmm. Natalia will pull out one of her, well, the laptop she has with her, and she'll open it, and she's about to open it, unlock it, like type in the password and stuff, and she just looks up at Pisha, just looks down. No, it's nothing. It's bullshit. Never mind. And she kind of just hesitates for a
Come on,
moment.
show me. Come on. Look at pussy.
Okay, fine. And she opens the she opens the computer, and Pesha will see. Well, first of all, she'll see that Natalya uses this computer a lot, and it's probably not like the main thing she sees is probably not mixing like audio programs or for audio mixing. It's things she probably doesn't recognize, and uh, Natalia will just open into a file, and there is like maybe 15 text files of just things, and there's also sheet music and shit, but it's somewhat messy for a person who doesn't know what's going on. And she opens one of them, just what? So, what do you think of this? And it is a song with it's fairly simple. Like the music in it is not that complicated, but it's functional. It's a very heavy track, and it's called. And I'm going to explain this. The title of the piece or the song is "Lick Bitch," but the thing is, for her, Pisha, it would probably be a song about a woman forced to be a sex worker of some kind. However, that song is if you are a kindred, there's some of the things that could be taken one way if you don't know any better. That is very clearly a song about someone who is anguished, disgusted at themselves, not for what you think, but essentially for, well, drinking blood and killing others. And of course, the title "Lick Bitch" could also be a exploit or like a derogatory term for a vampire. And this is very much a song with two meanings. It's if you're a kindred, it's very clear what this song is about. It's about anguish of, well, essentially existing. But Natalia just kind of picks up a cigarette, puts it in her mouth, and just begins to walk over to the window.
Looks even. She begins looking for it, and she just says, looks a bit emo.
Have you seen me before? This is my non-emo face. Emo is...
I mean, you don't look that emo. Like, you look...
Well, you don't know me too well yet, so...
You look punk metal.
Maybe you could punch it up. Maybe you could become it, like... Once you hear that song, you will leave with a third testicle or something.
Yeah, I like some parts of it. We could probably work on it. I'm not that much better at this sort of thing, to be honest, so...
I think you'll work miracles. You'll do good.
Well, I'll give it a look, see what I can do with it. Again, we'll talk about this more like we'll talk more about this when we set up the thing for our sheet writing. We don't even really need to do it now, but man, it looks good. Looks okay. We can as I said, we can make something out of this. I think. I'll share it with CD and T. See what they think. As she says that a worry-looking man and a small-looking woman with blonde hair, make their way into the function room. Hey, Chloe, Tom, speak of the devil. They both say hi.
Yeah, Natalya will come over, say hello, and she'll introduce herself and shake hands.
Hey, how's it going? You new person Fisher's been talking about, right?
Yep.
I'm Tom. This is Chloe.
Well, good to see you. Good to meet you finally.
Nah, good to meet you. Been looking for a decent singer for a while. Better than been in a bit of a rut.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah. It's all good. As you say, shit happens, but something always comes around. Chloe walks up to you, says, "Hey, how's it going?"
Nice to meet you. And yeah, so was that everyone, or do we still need someone?
Nah, we're just waiting on Drake. Fisher just says. He's always a little bit fucking late. Pain in the ass, to be honest. He'll probably be in a couple minutes. He's not usually that late, usually just 5 or 10. Always leaves at the latest possible moment. Guy's fucking lazy. But yeah, Tom and Chloe, Natalya, Tom and Chloe. Tom plays guitar, Chloe plays bass. You know, the worst form of guitar.
No, that's his place. Don't beat yourself down.
Finally, someone who appreciates bass.
Yeah, both parts of it. I mean, all parts of it. Like, unless you're some kind of really like weird band who just does without bass or does without something. Well, then I think most of the time it's necessary to have it.
I mean, you say this, Tom says.
Yeah, though. But we'll see.
Man, everybody hating on fucking bass. Jesus Christ, why do I even come here?
Hey, it was just nice to you.
I know, you may be the reason I actually keep coming here.
Well, that's a plus on my book. I'll just note that down.
Well, we haven't seen you play yet. So don't get too carried away.
Yeah, I'll try.
You kind of engage in a light conversation with them. Chloe seems fairly emotionally distant from people. She seems a bit antisocial. Like, a lot of her compliments are backhanded, and she seems to struggle to empathize with people. Tom, on the other hand, seems fairly amiable. But seems a little bit too conforming with whatever Pisher says. Like he's trying too hard to fit in. And then finally, a moderately built moderately built man of a shaven head, dark skin. Looks to be in his late 20s. Also enters the student say and says, "Sorry, I'm late." You're always fucking late, Drake. Yeah, I know. He smiles.
Hello, Drake. Natalya.
Oh, hey, you're our new lead. Cool. Nice to meet you. I'm Drake.
And you're normally late. I mean, that's fine. If we can count on you being late, that's good.
Yeah, it's no biggie. So what's a few minutes? Ain't a big deal.
Hey, it's really not a problem. Not for me. I mean, I tend not to. I sometimes not really on time, but look, it doesn't matter. So, everyone ready to get started, or do you want to set up first and just, prepare first, or what?
Well, yeah. How about we'll just get everybody set up and then let's just start from the top. Just see where it goes. She grabs you a sheet, Natalya. This is what you'll be singing.
What is it? Something she recognizes, or
Yeah, it looks like they're just getting you started with just something familiar. Nothing like original to the group. Um, it's the song called Tommy Gun.
fair enough. And she'll just smile and look at it, and she'll wait.
Yeah, once everybody's kind of here, they get set up pretty quickly. Looks like Chloe's bass, Drake's rhythm guitar, and Tom's playing lead guitar. Fisher's drumming.
And I'm going to roll.
Everybody starts tuning their equipment.
So that is what? Expression plus presence?
It would be presence plus expression.
And specialty would apply, so that's 2 extra dice.
This is it's 1 extra dice if it's a specialty.
And in this instance, striking looks does not enter into it, right?
No.
Righty, I have 1 success. That's really close to a lot more, but eh.
Yeah, you get a success. You sing fairly well. You kind of practice your vocals. You kind of you do the vocal exercises, expand your range a bit. People seem confident you got the fundamentals down, and once they started finish tuning their equipment and people start to play, and they sort of it's kind of like a warm up to get them in the mood and to get everybody, get everybody on a proper sort of pace. Warm everybody up. You do a pretty decent job. I'll just roll a sort of just because I can for the band. Oh, the band seems a bit out of it. It's a good thing they're having a warm up because they get no successes. So, Pisher and Tom seem to be doing an okay job, but both Drake and Chloe seem a little bit off key. Doesn't sound supernatural, kind of carrying the performance a little bit. Once it's finished, Pisher just says, "Well, it's a good thing we had a fucking warm up, wasn't it?" All right, let's try that again. You want this to reroll again?
Yep.
She just says to Chloe, you might want to retune that, buddy. Seems a bit you seem way off key, I'm not gonna lie. And
I
you're not
got
hitting
3
your beats
successes
right.
this time.
Like I know we make fun of bass a lot, but we don't actually mean it, Chloe. It's fine. And Chloe just was a little bit irritated at the remark. This says, "I'm fucking fine. Focus on your drums." Okay. And you do a lot better this time, and so does the band actually. Chloe begrudgingly follows Chloe's advice. Kind of retunes her guitar. Tries to detense a little bit. Once you start playing again, you put on a pretty damn good showing. In fact, you sound pretty damn good. If this place had an audience, they'd probably be cheering. Once we get to the end of the song, she'll just say, "Way better, guys, way better." Natalya, you're really blowing the roof off this place.
Yeah, I know. I'm awesome. She smiled a bit playfully. She's by now, for the first time in probably years, let's be honest, is 100% forgetting certain things. Well, she's more and more getting into the spirit. She's just there. She's actually genuinely smiling. She's relaxing. She's truly not thinking about, well, her hunger and all of the other stuff. So she relishes the compliment, and she's just stands there for a moment. It just seems to be itching for more.
Chloe, Tom and Drake are like, yeah, really good. He's a little bit more doubtful again, kind of to nobody's surprise. Because was okay. You want to move on, Pisher? Like, Here's some proper music. Let's move on from this. Let's move on from the warm-ups. Let's do something real. Give Natalya here some of your music. See how she keeps up. Yeah, sure. Sounds good. She'll begin swapping everybody's sheets. She'll give you some original music. And
can I can I study the music like intelligence? I don't know. Intelligence academics? I don't know. To just look over it, to just prepare myself mentally for it, or would it just be a straight up roll?
it would just be a straight up roll.
Fair enough. Yeah, Natalya's actually gonna, she's just gonna set her phone and just start recording. As she does that, she knows that she's probably gonna mess up now, but she doesn't really care. She wants a little piece, a little memento of this. So she begins to record. And the band rolls, and I roll. Oh, wow. Okay, that's about as good.
That's not bad.
Yeah, 2 successes. That's fine.
Yeah, you only need to succeed.
Yeah, that's true.
So. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You and the band perform about as well as you did before, but you kind of stand out a little bit. Everybody seems to take note. In fact, do you want to make me a quick wits empathy roll when you're
Witz und Empathy.
Yeah, in the group.
Man, am I glad I fucking bought empathy. Jesus Christ. -1. Minus -1. Minus for everything. Jesus Christ. That's 1 success. That is 1 success.
Okay. Fisher obviously seems to recognize your musical talent. And Tom and Drake are a bit less interested. Although Chloe seems to have like an eye for you. She seems to be gauging you very carefully.
As in with interest or just looking?
With interest. Her face is very emotionally muted.
Okay.
You imagine she's kind of weighing you up as you play.
You can't smoke in here, right?
I mean, it's not like anybody else is in the clubhouse anyway.
Yeah, okay. And Natalya just asks if anyone else wants a cigarette.
I'll take one. Chloe just walks up to you. And we'll take a cigarette. She'll just open a window and just they have a smoke.
Drake, what was he, guitar or?
Both Drake and Tom were guitar. Drake was rhythm guitar.
Oh, okay. Has the carefree, I'm too cool for this shit attitude? Or is it just.
What? Sorry.
Is it just like. Is it a bit of like a. Of a. Like, I'm too cool for this attitude, or what?
What do you mean about Drake?
Yeah, about his attitude in general, or.
I mean, Drake seems fairly lax, if anything.
Yeah, okay. Okay. All right, fair enough. Yeah, Natalia, she's not. Unless someone comes up to speak to her, she's not. She's just gonna. Actually, she's just. She's actually just gonna enjoy it. She's just gonna just enjoy this whole thing and just gonna stand there and just take it in while she's enjoying the cigarette. She's not gonna talk to anyone unless she's spoken to.
Yeah, and Chloe will kind of walk up to you where you're having your cigarette, and while she's having that, she'll say, "You're not bad."
Thanks. Dude, don't take this the wrong way, but I I tend to focus. I do enjoy it, but I mean, we're also you're doing pretty good, all of you. But I don't tend to focus on one person. But I guess that's easy for me to say.
No, that's fine. If anything, this band needs more focus.
No, it's really good. She picks up her phone and just says, "Well, I have a recording of it. Might help."
Hmm? You seem really into this.
Yeah, I am. It's been quite a long time since I've been able to do this.
Used to be in a band, or what?
Yeah, kind of. Well, yeah. I used to sing and stuff. It's a long time ago.
Didn't pan out?
She's gonna tense up a little bit, and she's gonna say, something got in the way."
Kind of story most of us here. Apart from Drake, he gets in his own way.
You kind of envy him.
Hmm.
So, but how didn't it work out for you then? I'm sorry, I really shouldn't. Never mind.
Ain't a problem. Kind of used to talking about people, stuff like this. It's nah, for me, just time and work.
Mm.
Would go pro if
Really
I could,
fucking,
but well, got to pay the bills somehow, and this doesn't really do it. Bit of nice
really
extra money on the
fucking
side, though.
sucks, doesn't it? Like, we should be able, like, it should be easier to fucking make a living as a band, like a musician. It should be like a cherished thing. Like, it should be elevated as a very important thing.
Yeah, well, cherished few and all that.
Yeah, I suppose.
I mean, even people who dedicate themselves to it really succeed. You can go pro. Gotta retire, retrain in something different like maths or some shit. Get a different career. It happens. I don't really mind. I can respect how Pish is still pushing for it. I'm trying to help her out where I can. I'm trying to find a gig for us relatively soon. I talked to her about it.
Hey, I'm in.
That's
So,
alright.
I mean, how long have you known her? If you don't mind me asking.
No, since uni, so
Oh, she went to university. What she major in?
music.
Hmm.
I did psychology.
She just
Speaking of which,
pauses for a moment, just looks at her. Okay. You know what they say about people who study psychology, right?
what do they say about us? I've heard a lot of things.
That something is really weird and people in their family act weird, so they need an answer, and therefore they study like shrink stuff to find out what's wrong with either themselves or their family. But hey,
I feel like that's a bit of projection coming from you.
it's a joke, okay? It's a joke.
She smiles, in a very kind of in a somewhat smug, self satisfied way, almost as if she's like, "Yeah, I hit the nail on the head."
Well,
It very much is in a "I got you" sort of sense.
yeah. And Natalia will actually just pause for a moment, look a bit out in the distance. She'll just say, although you are correct, like, I have a really fucked up family, but thing is, I know what's wrong with them, and it's not like I need to find out. I know plenty, but I suppose let's talk about something else.
Yeah, that's a word of Fisher. She said something a few days ago. She was talking about a gig or something. So let's have a chat with her.
All right.
Wait, Fisher, we wanted a word of you. Yeah, what about? It was about that thing I was talking about. Yeah. All right. Yeah, we should. All right. Let me just grab Tom and Drake as well. Hey, Tom, Drake. All of you. I found. I've managed to. Managed to get ourselves a gig. We got the usual. Y'all know the place. You definitely know the place. She says to Natalia.
Mm-hmm.
I think the place is actually called Night Slayer. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, Night Slayer next weekend, but managed to get ourselves opening gig at the 1 second. Actually, let me look it up. Ooh. Trying to look at the club now. I had it, now it's gone. I'm now annoyed.
Oh no.
I managed to get us an opening gig at the 100 Club. Kind of a big deal, so could be something serious. So don't fuck it up, okay?
Of
We could
course
really
not.
use this. But it just goes, that's always could be serious. Yeah, well, this one might actually be, Drake, okay? So get your shit together. Don't be late this time, alright? Yeah, I got you. This one's real. Oh. So don't, put this up for us. Show up on time for the gig and show up on time for rehearsal, okay?
Natalya just makes a note herself.
And the club is within Invictus territory. So it could be hard for you to reach.
There is nothing planned, right?
No.
In the sense, like, this isn't conflicting with something else. Okay.
No. Yeah, I think that's good. I don't have too much to say.
How long would going on for?
It's gonna be about a week and a half. So I'll give you the date and time on our WhatsApp. So it shouldn't be a big deal.
Right.
Yeah.
Do I have a question though?
Sure.
What are we going to call ourselves? Because, I mean, I don't know if we have a number. Like, do we have a name or?
Oh, we're called the 1%ers.
Natalia takes a deep breath. That doesn't matter. So she goes, kind of laughs off and just says,
You think it's either a name that's ironic or it references the 1%er biker gangs, which is in 99% of bike. It's the sort of biker gangs that engage in criminal activity are called the 1%.
Yeah, I get it.
Anyway,
Natalia would just go over and to Pisha and she would just say, "Hey, just remember to invite Drake like half an hour before everyone else."
Smart trick. I'll do that. Yeah.
And she kind of just winks at her and just heads over and just she begin to take more notes and everything. But yeah, Natalia is gonna she's just gonna say farewell to everyone. And she's going to begin to just gather her things. And yeah, she will, after, maybe they practice some more, but she is going to head off and head home before the sun comes up.
All right. And we'll call the scene there. Thank you, Per, for paying. Thank you, watchers, watching. We'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.